Now that you're no longer an addict, that doesn't mean you still won't get cravings. And what you have to do is very simple. There's going to be an ugly voice, an ugly thought in your head, and it's going to tell you to go for a cigarette or go for a line of Coke or go for a shot of Jack Daniels, whatever it is, and it's going to change form. Sometimes the words might be nasty, sometimes the words might be friendly, sometimes the words might be consoling, sometimes the words might be, hey, let's have a little fun, let's go get a line. It doesn't matter. That voice is your evil, filthy, addictive monster talking. And if it helps you to picture that as a monster, then picture it as a monster, because that's what that voice is. Okay? That voice is an evil motherfucking monster. The way to deal with that voice, and all you have to do to that evil voice is tell it no. That's it. Okay? All you have to do is say no. Let's go for a cigarette. No. Let's go for that hit of Coke. No. Let's go for a shot of whiskey. No. Oh, come on, it's gonna feel really good. No. You're gonna quit. You're gonna fail anyways. Might as well have a shot now and stop and stop prolonging the pain. No, right? Whatever the rationalization is, whatever the thought is, whatever the temptation is, whatever that voice, that fucking voice is saying, you just say no. Okay? It will try to argue, rationalize, bribe, lie to you, whatever it's going to do. You know, it is going to do every dirty trick in the book, but you're going to treat it like you would treat a demanding child, and just telling it no as many times as necessary. Never rationalize or argue with the monster. Just say no. Okay? It's like they used to teach you back in the 80s when I was growing up. Just say no to drugs. Um, that is the trick. Okay? If you catch yourself, and this is where I failed before when I tried to quit many times, when you catch yourself with the arguing with the monster or rationalizing with the monster, you're already losing. You are just on the way to a loss, because someone who has already quit doesn't have to argue. Someone who's already quit doesn't have to rationalize. You know, it's like a child asking an outrageous question. Can I have candy? You know, can I have this giant bag of candy before dinner? No. Why not? No, you don't love me. No. You know, you're just telling that petulant child no. Okay, and it's a hard no. So what you have to do is you have to be prepared for your first week, and this is what most people don't tell you, and what most quitting programs don't tell you, because they don't have the self-awareness to see what you actually have to do. You have to tell that monster no 300 to 400 times a day. When I quit smoking for the first time, I tried to count how many times I said no, and I couldn't count. Must have been 400 times, probably more. Okay, 300-400 times a day, you are going to have a voice telling you to do what to make that bad decision, because the devil on your shoulder knows that when you make a serious decision to quit, that it is in trouble. Okay, and it's going to start pulling out all the stops. If you have to think about it like a devil, or like a monster, that is probably a good thing to do. Sometimes you have to scream no at it. You know, obviously in your head, not in public like some kind of psychopath. You have to scream no to that monster who's telling you to make that horrible decision. Okay? Not rationalize, not argue, just tell that motherfucker no. Okay? Guess what happens? The thought goes away. Will the thought come back a minute later? It might. Will the thought come back an hour later? It might. Will it come back 3 hours later? It might. Will it come back 6 months later? It might. But guess what? Your answer and your response is the same every fucking time. Just say no.